How to save money even when you don't make a lot of it. Stick around to the end of this video and you're going to learn how to change the way you think about money. So first things first, you need to set goals for yourself when it comes to your debt and when it comes to investing as well. You need to assess where you want to be in terms of your financial situation and when you want to get there. Because if you don't have any goals, it's really hard to save money and pay off your debt if you're not really working towards anything. So why do you want to save? You need to ask yourself, why do you want to save money? Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want an emergency fund? Are you saving for something specific, like a down payment for a house, a car, whatever it is? Are you saving for something specific, or do you just want to have that peace of mind? So whatever the motivation is, you need to have a goal, and you need to have long-term as well as short-term goals. So you need to have goals for your retirement as well as goals for right now. So how much money is it going to take for you to save each month, each week? You need to have an actual goal that's obtainable so that you can actually strive to reach it and start saving money. So the next thing you need to do, you need to get out of debt. Getting out of debt will allow you to save more and more money each month because your monthly expenses will be lower, so more of that can go to saving. And when you're drowning in debt, it's really hard to save money because all of your money is going to paying off those debts. And to pay off your debt, you need to calculate how much you actually have. So calculate all of your debts, and you need to tackle the highest interest rate first. Some people like this snowball effect where you pay the lowest balance first and then work your way up, but I think it's way more effective to pay off your highest interest debts first. That way you're paying less overall. Before jumping into the next way to build up your savings, smash that like button. It really helps this information reach the people that need to see it. So smash that like. Let's get back into it. Now, saving money is really hard, especially when you have all of these debts that you need to pay, but you really need to build up an emergency fund. An emergency fund should be one of your top priorities because life is very unexpected and you do not know what's coming up next. So you never know what could happen, and you want to be prepared for those unexpected expenses that you might have, or if you lose your job, you need to be prepared for anything. So I recommend having at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. In a separate account that's different from your savings account, it's your emergency fund. So you do not touch this money unless there's an emergency. Going on vacation is not an emergency, but if you were to get in a car accident or if you were to lose your job, you're gonna need that money that you saved up, and you're gonna be really glad that you did save it up and you didn't spend it. And saving up for an emergency fund is far more important than investing or buying things that you don't need, so it should really be your number one priority aside from getting your debt paid off. You should really be working on getting an emergency fund as you're paying off your debt. You don't wanna be stuck in a bad situation if something were to be thrown your way. So 3 to 6 months at least. If you want to do 12 months, then you do that, but that's going to take a lot longer to save up for. So that's why I'm saying 3 to 6 months, and you should be preparing for the worst. So what if you were to lose your job? You'd probably be able to get back on your feet within at least 3 months. So you should be able to survive, but I highly, highly recommend 3 to 6 months worth of emergency funds. And after you have that emergency fund, a great way to save money is setting up automatic savings. A lot of banks have the option to make all of your deposits automatic. So just like your direct deposit, it just goes directly into your savings account and you don't even see it. So that way you can't spend it. Setting your savings to be automatically deposited is a great way to pay yourself first, because before you pay your rent or buy anything, you're saving that money. And that's a great way to make saving a priority, and I highly recommend it because it's also taking the burden off of your shoulders, so you don't have to worry about transferring the money every single week or every 2 weeks or however often you get paid. You don't have to worry about it. It just automatically comes out of your account, and you can set that amount based on the goal that you previously made. Another great way to get into the habit of saving is having a budget and tracking your spending. I think I've said this in every single one of my videos because it is that important. You need to make a budget and you need to track your spending. So you need to know where all your money is going and where it's coming from. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I have a video of how to create Create a Successful Budget. If you haven't watched it, you should. It is so important to know where all your money is going so you can eliminate some of those unnecessary expenses, and therefore you can save that money or invest that money. And saving should be a part of your budget. You should try to save at least 10 to 15% of your monthly income. And I said at least. So I personally save about 25% of my monthly income, but everybody is different. Everybody has their own financial situation. So at least 10% needs to be going into savings. And by far the most important way to save money is spend less than you make. You need to spend less money than you are making. It goes hand in hand with having a budget. So you need to follow the budget and track your spending. That is how you will stay out of debt and how you can keep saving at least 10% of your income. You need to be conscious of where your money is going so you know how much money you have and how much money you've made, so you can allocate a certain amount to your savings each month or each paycheck. You just need to make it a priority and you will see your savings account grow. A very important thing to remember is you can start small. You don't have to start by saving 25% of your income. You can start with 5% or 10%. It doesn't matter, as long as you start and as long as you get into that habit of saving money, it will benefit you. So try not to get overwhelmed and definitely do not give up. And with that being said, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's video, and I'll see you then.